More fans passed through the gates of Melbourne Park on night 4 of competition than on any previous first Thursday night in Australian Open history. Much of the crowd came to support Lleyton Hewitt, who faced Benjamin Becker in a second-round match on Rod Laver Arena. The Aussie veteran came out with all guns blazing as he raced to a 2-sets-to-love lead in exactly 1 hour, sparking hopes of a swift entry into the third round. But his German counterpart suddenly turned the tables on Hewitt, claiming consecutive sets to level the match at 2 apiece. And despite the Aussie's best efforts in the decider, Becker steamrolled his way into the third round. While Victoria Azarenka had never failed to reach the third round in Melbourne since her debut in 2006, her opponent Caroline Wozniacki had never failed to reach the third round period, so it was always going to be an interesting clash on Rod Laver Arena. From the outset, Azarenka displayed the class that's seen her win 2 Australian Opens, and despite Wozniacki holding a break of serve in the second set, the night belonged to the Belarusian, who produced a convincing straight sets win to eliminate the number 8 seed. Australia's Samantha Stosurr was aiming to better last year's third round result as she faced Coco Vandeweghe. Having disposed of Italy's Francesca Schiavone in the first round, the American continued her devastating form against the Aussie, claiming the first set in a little over half an hour. And the story was much the same in the second, as Vandeweghe snatched an early break and held Stosurr at arm's length to advance in straight sets. Day 4 was generally devoid of any great upsets, that is until Janowicz took on men's 17th seed Gael Monfils. The big serving pole was on song early, claiming the first set, but the dynamic Frenchman answered the call, taking the second and then the third in a tiebreaker as he looked towards a third round berth. But Janowicz found a second wind in the fourth set to arrest his opponent's momentum and came home with a wet sail to win in a 5-set thriller. With Eugenie Bouchard safely through to the third round, Canada's eyes turned towards its top men's hope, Milos Raonic, who met Donald Young. The 8th seed brought his power game to Margaret Court Arena, and the American was on the back foot early. Young's only real look-in was during a second-set tiebreaker, but Raonic prevailed and raced to a straight sets win to book in a third-round showdown against Benjamin Becker.